So I'm back off holiday. Had a nice week in the Cotswolds. Jay's been busy. What have you been up to?
A few things. We've got these working.
Oh, baby. Oh, Matt, does that slow the motor down to get to the top?
And the bottom as well.
That's very fancy.
So we've got those, and they work.
Oh,
They're
wicked.
manually controllable on the switch.
Yeah.
But if you do 95 mile an hour, they're going to close at the moment.
Oh, brilliant.
I tested that at 10 miles an hour, and they do. On a jack.
That is mega, dude. So, yes, just so, I can't remember how much we told people, but if you look here, you can see inside there is a Haltech linear potentiometer.
Yeah. Linear position sensor.
And it was a pretty complicated thing to set up in the
It was
Haltech.
easy to mount.
Yeah.
It was a pain. Well, it's not really a pain. It's just because we've never done it before.
No.
So it's new to us.
Yeah. So controlling that original motor using that as a position sensor, there was lots of things to work out. No, that's fantastic, that is, dude. So, and we've got the final EGTs.
We've got all 12 EGTs now.
Yeah, so we were waiting for that different box, which is like, so on that side, we've got 6 running this side. On this side, it's another 8 possibility EGT box, but it runs as 2 4s. That's the only way the Nexus can see 12 EGTs, which is interesting. But that's all sorted, so, and you've been doing a bit on the cold start as well?
Well, because you didn't want it to start too quickly.
Yeah.
I emailed Scott again in Australia, and he said you can do, it's almost like a virtual kill switch.
Yeah.
So it's set up so that the engine has to do 5 rotations, or 4 rotations I think it is at the moment.
Yeah.
And it has to have oil pressure to start.
Yeah, because that's what.
Over those things, it just won't fire.
Yeah. So what my ideal scenario with this would be is that it gets full oil pressure before it kicks into life, but also I want it to start like a Lamborghini. I don't want it to splutter into life. I want it to kind of do a bang and a pop into life.
I don't know about that.
Does it do that?
I don't know.
Let's have a look.
I don't know if that was part of the.
We really are out of fuel.
Yeah, very low.
No, that sounds awesome, dude. That's really, really good.
Yeah, it took a.
So that's a genuine cold start on a Monday morning, that is. So that's pretty strong.
It's got a 30-second cold start enrichment now.
Yeah.
Because it was spluttering a bit.
Yeah.
And yeah,
so you've started that a few times to get that done. You aware that the exhaust valve was open? You've been deafening yourself the whole time. That's awesome. And also, like, it's not particularly exciting, but on our track day that we did, we used the E36 M3 with the new CS2 coilovers on it. Absolutely superb. But, you know, through all the G-force that it's got, it bust out a few seals, didn't it? So,
I think they were already on the edge. But they fell out.
Yeah, I am joking, obviously, but the coilovers genuinely are superb. James was super happy with them, but we did end up replacing gearbox seals and rear main crank seal as well.
Rear main crank, all the gearbox seals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good to go for another 10 years.
Yeah, apart from second splitter off.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, if anybody knows of a splitter that isn't cheap and plastic, because we've done 2 of them on this.
But not fiberglass.
But isn't fiberglass,
Yeah.
and also isn't BMW probably 700 quid for the original one.
Still get them. Yeah, you can still get them. I don't know.
And you'll notice that Jay's Mustang is in here, and that is, I don't know, should we call it sad news? Should we call it good news?
It's sad news. I never wanted to drive it.
Tell the people what you've been up to.
I've been, it's been on the road for 2 years, and I never really get much enjoyment from driving it, so I'm going to take it apart.
Yeah, and it's not really that, well, it's kind of that it's too fast, because it is incredibly fast, but what are you going to do with it instead?
Well, I've got too many cars, I've decided.
Yeah.
So I need one less.
Oh, okay, you're just going to get rid of it? I thought you were building something.
I'm going to put that engine in something that can tow, and then have one car to tow in.
1,000 horsepower tow car sounds very sensible to me. So yeah, a bit sad in a way, but I mean, show the people the engine bay. You haven't done anything on it yet?
No.
Okay.
That was on the ramp.
No worries. So you're doing it this week?
I'll do it as soon as I can get on the ramp for a couple of days.
So yeah, this that you spent, you know, half a year of your life building in the cold.
Yeah.
Is going to be put into some kind of big American pickup.
Probably.
Maybe, if you can find the right one.
I can't decide. I don't know what I'm going to put it in.
No. But not a BMW drift car.
Because I don't know, I've got this problem where I'm going to want to get something that I want to use.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to use an X5. And I thought about an E60 touring, but I don't have much excitement for going out and using it. So I don't know. Something.
And also, you haven't really used that for a year.
I went for MOT last August, so it's a year. And then it's been here since.
So we should probably book a track day and get you out in that as well. Have a bit of fun, because he is disappearing from underneath us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, right. So back onto this. We are waiting for a bit of ramp space because we are, or Webby and Jay are, looking at a new not new HSD kit for the Golf Mark 5, which we're working on at the moment. But once that's off that ramp, we're going to get this on, create a we're going to measure top dead center on cylinder number 1 and double check the base timing on this thing, because we've got a bit of a weird thing with the crossover of the VVT. It's kind of feeling quite gutless down low, which it never really felt before. And then the point that the VVT crosses over 4,000 RPM, or actually we've got it set lower than that at the moment, it comes on really aggressively. So we're just going to double check our base timing, which we never did before getting it mapped, and then I guess start pressing some more buttons and see what we can come up with. But and also exciting news regarding airbox, which I guess might be a separate video, because it's an absolutely massive undertaking that is now officially happening. Watch this space.
1 week later.
So bank holiday Monday, cold start, more tuning. We need the nose lift up. Oh, I'm tuning the 964. So maybe. Easy as that. Actually, considering that's cold 4 days ago, like proper cold, that's not too bad.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's getting better. It's still got that weird, like, extra, like, rev raise, hasn't it? But yeah, getting better with every tune. But yeah, I have left the laptop at home because I'm messing about with a 964 turbo. Serious business time. Nice DTI. A little bit of an extension down to the piston.
We're only a couple of months late doing this.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is the type of thing you do before you take your car mapping. Yeah. But yeah, because there's no way to do this with a Lamborghini, it doesn't have any marks on it for where top dead center is or anything like that. It is just literally, there's a pulley and it goes on a keyway, and that's it, no marks.
Same as most modern things.
Yeah, I imagine. But no, Jay's going to do some line on the floor, but first we're going to check whether we're on compression stroke or exhaust, I guess.
Yeah,
first.
we're looking for compression.
Yeah. Sweet.
Ready?
Okie dokie. Let's try and find a compression stroke. You're not going fast enough, Jay.
Sorry. Not 1 RPM. There might be 1. I guess as soon as it starts to come up.
There we go, we're starting now.
Right,
yeah,
okay.
so I'll knock this off and we can just get the extension in and measure top dead centre, hopefully. Sorry, I had to put the camera down there, but yeah, we've gone back. Yeah, right down there.
Yeah, doesn't move, does it?
No. Yeah, we had to go a few attempts at this to see what it makes when you spin the motor clockwise and what it makes when you spin the motor anti-clockwise. But yeah, this is our middle ground. That is absolute top dead centre, so nobody move anything. We're going to mark a pulley and a crankcase or something, I don't know.
Can I have some crank cleaner and a pen?
You certainly can.
Thank you.
Jay really wanted to stay underneath there, but
I was laying down, I was comfy down there.
yeah, I was like, but we've got a ramp, dude. We're also battling the oil filter game on this because we're now are they UFI there? Is it
two genuine ones?
Yeah, what are they called? UFI, isn't it? There we go. These ones, 2 genuine Lamborghini oil filters over the course of less than 500 miles. They've both exploded and leaking oil. This one's not as bad as the other one, but
where the top goes on.
yeah, they're just everybody says UFI high quality, not so much.
Yeah,
but yeah,
they're expensive.
They are.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've ordered like 6 different ones from your car parts so far, and we haven't come up with the right answer yet because there's lots of kind of not misinformation but confused information on the internet about this as well. But there has to be a different oil filter we can use.
We're trying a Diablo one though.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Jay the artist. I mean, I might permanentise it a little bit because we could probably engrave it.
Once it's on, it's on.
Yeah, once all we're doing is checking essentially, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the theory is that it should be fine.
Once we've got the trigger number right in the ECU, it's right. You know, it's never a time to change it again. It's not like you can put the crank sensor on the wrong place or anything.
No, but the only confusion is that the trigger pattern for this is not actually Murcielago, it's Gallardo, isn't it? So
yeah, but
I would have thought they'd be the same, but
it's the same. You know, the car runs, it syncs, it runs.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that.
It's just slow in the low RPM, so yeah, we just need to get the bottom of it, and this is stage 1 before we start looking at other stuff. So you may have noticed in the background of a few shots, we've got a fancy new Artec welder. It's the 261 version, and it's a water-cooled version, which is super posh. Haven't had the chance to use it yet.
I had a go last night.
How did you?
Exactly the same.
Exactly the same, but that's exactly what you want to know, isn't it? Until you're using big, thick aluminium.
Yeah.
And the other thing that we've got here is a super fancy Mac Industries fixture table, which they've supplied to us with Driftworks orange legs, which is super sick. But it looks a bit shiny at the moment, and that is because Jay's just prepped it.
I've oiled it. Apparently that's what you do.
Yeah.
Told,
I mean, we haven't looked at the instructions if there are any on the website or anything like that. But yeah, we just oiled it. But what did you oil it with?
The oil that fell out of that when I took the filter off. Why would you do that?
Special Lamborghini oil table. Yeah, boy.
That's good. Good.
So we've got to put the broken oil filter back on so we can just run it. Have fun with that, Jay.
Yeah.
At least it's actually vertical.
Yeah, there is that. I thought none was going to come out when I took it off. I was wrong.
There's nothing you like more than getting real grubby though.
Covered
it's like
in
your favourite thing.
And then roll around in it while it's down.
Yeah, make sure you get as much as you can on your slap head.
Yeah. Grease my bean. Right, we can still see the mark.
Quality kit. Taylor says we're a pair of specialists.
What?
You only need to get it on the compression stroke if you're doing the cam timing.
Okay.
Oh well.
But he says everything we ask him is only to do with emissions, so we'll do it this way.
Yeah. So unfortunately, despite my best attempts to do this whilst filming, you can't really see here. But yeah, what I'm saying here is that with the timing gun set to 0, which means that these lines should meet up, they do not. I have to make an adjustment of 20 degrees on the timing light to get them to line up, which means that the engine is 20 degrees retarded, which explains everything. It's obviously a bit annoying because this is the most basic of basic stuff that you do before you start mapping a car. You check base timing. Obviously, as we've already mentioned, there are no marks on this car as standard, so we've not done it, we've just presumed it's right. And equally, there's very little information on anything to do with the running of these engines and setting them up, because really not many people have ever done aftermarket ECUs on them. So yeah, rookie error. Not the end of the world, it's only down low that's not mapped properly. There might be a bit to gain up top as well. But we actually have some super exciting news that between us we now own a dyno. So actually we will learn to do a lot more of this stuff ourselves in-house. We'll show you what's going on with the new dyno in a video coming soon. But for now, that's probably it. As always, thanks very much for watching. Thanks for shopping at driftworks.com and supporting all the dumb stuff that we do with cars here. Make sure you're subscribed, and we'll see you in the next one.